Well, this is the new camping place, and right now we're looking sort of north at the bridge that comes over from East Fork to the road that passes that way up to Crystal Lake. And I think I'll draw this back so you can get a better view. And this is probably not going to be a permanent camping space because the parking area is underneath these big electric towers, and I don't really think that's healthy. You're looking down at the fork area, and you can just see how little water there is. This is actually going up north. The place where the East Fork joins is over on the other side. Just when I decided to start this video, we were inundated by forestry trucks, so I may turn it off. Now, the other bad thing about the parking space is that the sun hits here directly, and you can see where I've got shades on my windows, and I've got the back hatch open to keep the car cool, although I will be shutting the door. I wanted to point out the struts holding up the back hatch. I just put on myself because the old ones went bad, and so I can still do something. And just for now, this looks really messy inside, but it actually is very organized. When I camp, I take the seat goes down on this side, and I got some wonderful memory foam pads at the dollar store that make it into a very comfortable bed. And the things on the dashboard are things I use during the night. I've got my I go grocery shopping on the way here. This is the old radio, which is now working again. And I'll turn on Rush Limbaugh. I buy my groceries on the way here. So I've got my silverware, and this cuts open packages. This is a glow-in-the-dark flashlight, which I can always find. This is an Ott light, which is really nice if you can get them. I paid about $8 or $9 for them on eBay. And this is this is the Pink Ladies model, direct current voltage, 2800 K volts. And it's a very nice model because it, let's see, I can't push that out with my left hand. It goes directly into the wall to charge, which means I have to remember to take it in the house when I get home and charge it. I actually have a couple of them, so I can have one charged and bring one in. Would be really nice if it charged off of car power. During the night camping, whenever I have trash, I throw it over to the foot area of the driver's side. Then I pack it all up before I go, and they've got some very modernistic, very modernistic trash cans outside the restroom. There's a picnic table, and let's see. Oh, this bag is actually a refrigerated bag. Carries a lot of stuff, and when I go shopping before I come here, get my soft drinks, and these are still really cold. So, whoops. Anyway, I guess that's enough about in here. As I say, it looks very messy, but it's you know, I pack away the camping things, clean up the trash, make up the bed, and the front area is nice and immaculate for taking my mother to lunch. And that's like one of the few standards I'm able to keep up in life. Now, let's see. And I'm going to turn this off, and it looks like all the forestry people are going away because they don't need to hear about my taking my mother to lunch. A nice restroom at the new spot. And these are the modern trash cans. And this is a slider bar and a hinge, so I think there's probably, I don't know if there's another hinge, but I think that somehow this like lifts up and goes into the truck. This spot is kind of beautiful. For one thing, nobody's come here for many years except en route to use the bathroom. And so it's, there's not been a lot of picnicking, so it's almost bug-free. And this is a beautiful pine tree. And if you've read elsewhere about whether the pines have 3 or 5, this pine has three needles in each bunch. So if you've read some of my other internet places on genetics, you'll understand why that's important. No signs of Bigfoot in this tree. This limb's been sawed off. This limb's been broken off, but long ago. Anyway, when I first started coming here, this area, fraught with these are 2 more electrical things. But this area was an older place and it was really overgrown. One time I walked back to the edge to look down and I never went there again. Messy, not. Anyway, to my surprise, I found that it was completely renovated. These rocks here, sprayed with silver spray paint to remove the graffiti. Here's one with 2 different rock shades of paint. So there's some effort to remove graffiti that's rather admirable. And this is the road that goes to East Fork. And I took some still pictures of this mountain, which is Mount Baldy. Now, I took those at about 9:45. If you notice, let's see, I've got a shade on this viewer. It still isn't easy to, but let's see if I guess that's it. Anyway, we're going to go in as close as possible. And you'll see on Mount Baldy, there's a spot that has, wait a minute, okay, like, it looks like 3 little dots of cloud. Now, where this spot's positioned, I can't really imagine it being like a ski lift or anything, although they've got them up there somewhere, but that's way near the top of the mountain, those 3 dots. Those 3 dots have been there at least an hour, and through the binoculars they look like clouds. I don't think that's a mystery that we can, intertwine with anything about Bigfoot, but I will go for mysteries where I find them. Now, let's see, I'm going to walk up this edge here and see if I can. Anyway, this is the end of East Fork, and it curls around slightly. Well, you saw the other side where, and it's a little further, they merge together and go down there, but you can see the marks on the rocks that used to be the water line. So it's really down. Well, my camera went off for some reason, so I don't know how much talking I did that didn't get included. But that just leaves a few seconds less petrifying boredom. At any rate, this is the area that used to be where you see the rock line, which is, I don't know, maybe 30 feet high. And you see the small stream that still is putting water down there. And you see how high the trees have grown since we've had a rain down there.